The problem I have with it is like, that's why I like her, because she went, it's filth, let me tell you that. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're the one who created it. You're the one who done the bad makeup.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
And there are two different moods going on here today.
Yeah.
Welcome back to
The Girls. It's me, the KV.
And it's me, DeDe.
And we're back with another episode, Honey Bun.
We are, but you're not back in drag. What's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm not back in drag. Girl, I've just been off today. It's just been one of them days.
Just been one of them
I'm like trying to work out what's off about me, but I think I'm just like stressed.
You also said you're getting ill.
I think I'm a little bit.
But that's when I was stressed, like.
Because I'm like, why am I and then I was like, I don't feel great. And I was like, is it just my mind? Like, am I just stressed? But I think like I'm just overall like, I think when my mind goes crazy, yeah. I think it affects my body too.
Your body, it's too focused on everything you need to do that it's not even thinking about the immune system.
Yeah, like I think it just like all comes at once.
Yeah, no.
Or I probably fucking caught something from someone at DragCon, I don't know.
But most definitely.
Do you know what I mean? I just think I'm just not 100%, but it's fine.
I had a few Sallys and Susans sneezing on me.
Yeah, and also I did a day of TikTok yesterday. Like I did like a Valentine's look, and it was just like,
how did that go?
It was just like really not it. Like I was like, I usually everything's always smooth. Like I know how to do my makeup, obviously, but yesterday was like everything was going wrong. Yesterday I'd never seen you pace from the living room to ask for Ethan's help, back to your room, back to the living room. Oh yeah, back to like every single step. I was like back and forth. Like I generally, you know, when you're like so angry that you can't even be angry. Yeah. And you're just like, I don't even know what to do with myself because I don't even have the energy to like blow up. Just hollow. Like, I was just like, yeah, hollow. That's how I felt the whole day. And I felt a bit hollow today. And I'm just like, right.
So this is the hollow lady, everyone.
Okay, well, I'm here. I made it.
We're doing the pod. And to be fair, our first one back this year, I was out of drag because I was a
so now we've balanced it out. It happens to the best of us, girls.
Well, I'm in full drag and I feel gorgeous.
Yeah, you look gorge.
Thank you.
You styled this hair.
I did style this hair and you
hated
the hair. But to be fair, I don't blame her because I'm going to do a TikTok on it.
Are you going to include where it started? Huh? Are you going to include where it started?
Yeah.
She tried to do a fucking pony in the middle, but there was 3 ponies going on that were just like, oh my God.
Now that like...
The most confusing thing. I was like baffled.
Yeah, no. Now that Drag Race has happened and like once you do Drag Race, your fee's up. So no, you're not working every single weekend like a local girl.
Yeah, of course.
I have a bit more time to like experiment with hair, which is something I've really wanted to do because I used to be able to do it.
I know. That's the thing with DeDe as well. Actually, one of the because we're going to answer some questions today because we put on our stories some like poll things. And I was literally just reading them, and it was one about like something that is annoying about each other, and like what I was about to say is like one of the things.
Basically, answer it. Let's.
We'll answer it now. So basically, when DeDe tries to do something, it can only happen once, and obviously, if you do something once, it's probably going to not work. Like you need to practice a few times. If it happens once, it doesn't work. That's it. It was never meant to be. And it's like that's what annoys me about you. She'll style hair, and like it will take a lot for her to get to actually putting the wig on the block and giving it a style. And then when it doesn't go perfect, she goes, that's why I didn't do it. That's why I don't do them anymore.
See, my DeDe illusion is that like...
I'm like, girl, you've got to practice things. You can't do it once and expect it to be perfect.
Delusion tells me like, there's going to be some sort of like miracle and you're going to do this and it's going to go perfect.
I know.
First time.
And you're literally going...
And then within the first 2 seconds, I'm looking at it with a stank face. I just want to fart on it. It's just gross. But I'm going to be more patient and just... Also, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying learning.
So. Well, look, it looks good.
Yeah,
it does. It really turned out.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see you back in big hair, obviously. We like a big hair.
I kept to my ins of bigger hair.
Yeah, you have.
I have kept to my in of wearing bigger hair this year because it's just balances everything out. I'm a skinny girl. I can say that now. But I still wear big hair, and it still makes me look more feminine. It doesn't matter what your build is. Bigger hair will always make you look more feminine.
No, because then that's saying that me in flat hair, like bigger hair, could look more feminine.
No. You don't. You never.
So it doesn't matter what your build is. You've got a bigger build than me. Don't start.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you look like a man.
You have a manlier build than me. I have a more womanly build naturally.
You're built like a space raider, honey. especially in the face.
Yeah, well, space predators are
You're an alien.
Mostly women, if you look them up.
Have you looked up a space predator?
Yeah. They're usually women.
That's quite fierce.
Most likely.
Yeah,
could be.
That's
sometimes.
Goals.
So we put on our stories literally today, like what you guys kind of want to hear from us. Like, you know, so it was a poll about questions.
Yeah.
You put on your story, just something you can ask, your burning questions, and we're going to sit here and answer truthfully as per. So, DeDe, do you want to start and see what people were trying to nose about?
Who has the higher body count? I will put my hand up because that is most definitely me.
Yeah.
I am a slut. No, I'm not a slut.
You're actually not.
I'm really not.
And if you were, fierce, but you're not.
I have my bursts.
Yeah.
And when I say bursts, I mean like a month or two of like...
That's kind of what happens, though.
I feel a bit like, you know, whatever. But then the whole rest of the year, I could not care less.
No. You're actually not.
You're the bush grow and sleep in.
Honey.
Let the bush grow.
Mine was, what career would you do if you didn't do drag? Mine would be, I think I've said it before, like I'd be hopefully a celebrity makeup artist.
That'd be fierce. I'd be most likely homeless.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay.
No, I feel like, I don't know, because I've just kind of got into this drag racy world. I mean, what
would you be doing if you weren't doing drag?
I think, like, I always wanted to do costume design at uni, so maybe something down that avenue, like something to do with costume making, blah, blah, blah.
Like in, like, theatres and stuff? Like
yeah,
West
I think
End?
more that. Or maybe, like, fashion stuff.
Not fashion stuff.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. But... I don't know. I do like designing stuff. It's just, again, it's that laziness. And also, we don't have the biggest space for me to...
No.
Whereas if I had a huge studio, I'd probably, like, love making outfits.
Yeah, true.
But, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
On your seasons, who on the cast gave you a bad first impression? So when you were there.
Oh, like, first impressions bad? I think I gave myself a bad impression, if I'm honest.
I'm trying to think.
Like, bad. It just depends what you mean. Because no one was shade.
Your first impression of someone, like, would you either you thought they were shit, or you thought they were like a bit weird, or like when you were there, do you remember who you like locked onto? It could be someone you like are best friends with now.
I'll throw it out there. I don't know if I necessarily thought about it loads. But so after the whole wig ordeal happened, Michael and Vicky, Michael said something, I can't remember, I was very traumatized. When we were back in the workroom after we just did it, Michael came up to me and said something about it at the wig, like a joke, like a little read. Nothing too soon, but like...
Too soon.
In that, yeah, too soon. But the producers obviously didn't pick it up properly, so then... They told Michael to go back and say it again.
Oh, yeah,
So it was, say, for example, it was something like, are you going to glue your wig next time? Walks away and I'm like, oh, fuck you, ha. And then comes back again and goes, are you going to keep the wig on this time? I was like, wait, am I glitching? am I having a seizure? Did it get to me that hard? And then...
oh, no, that's pretty painful.
Yeah, and then Vicky, in the back, she did a little chant about my wig. I can't remember exactly, but it happened. I remember looking at them two and being like... But Michael did then...
You love Michael now.
I love Michael.
Yeah,
Michael
and I love Michael.
Came up to me and apologised.
Yeah,
Michael's
my favourite from your cast, I think.
She's...
I know the favourite person that I've, like, got to know.
Yeah. I text Michael all the time.
Yeah, Michael's great.
She's a very, like...
That's fierce, though.
When I'm around Michael, it's like...
Because now you know Michael, you know that was, like, totally on you.
Yeah, but now we just read each other and it's just fun. But, like, I think for that moment... I don't even want to say that was a bad... I didn't think of them as absolute rotten bitches, but I guess...
Bad first impression. I don't actually remember, like, having a bad first impression of someone.
It's really hard to even get a first impression.
Because everyone, like, that I got to know, like, my first impressions of them were, like, good. I think that it sounds really weird, but the one I was like, she's a bit weird, was Anubis.
Listen.
So, because me and Anubis are literally, like, best friends now.
Yeah.
Like, you guys would know if you're watching. She's the one that out of the cast that I'm friends with. Yeah, I remember filming and, like, I remember speaking on social media, like, really briefly before we went on the show. And we used to go, like, pleasure gardens, but we always used to miss each other. And we were like, oh, like, one day we'll meet, you know. And it was kind of like, that was it. But, like, I didn't give much back. And then, obviously, we met when we were in the studio. And she was just, like, fine to me, like, all nice. But I remember, like, when we were filming, sometimes I, like, looked to the corner and she'd be like... like, all the time.
She just winks.
Yeah, she just does that. But I just kept looking over and I was like, I don't know this person. Like, we've only just met. And she just, every time I'd look, she'd go...
And he wink for the twink.
I used to be so confused. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, we're like best.
What was
that was very like, now that I know Anubis, that is literally how she is. She's literally like an Anne. Like, she's at the other end of the room and she's going to wait for you to look at her. She's going to go...
Yeah. Can you wink?
Huh?
Can you wink or were you just shutting your eyes?
No, I can't wink.
Oh, God, okay.
I'm not going to try it because it cringes me out.
Would you... Oh, imagine...
I've tried to wink before when I do TikToks.
Have you tried to wink at Ethan?
No, he winks at me and I can't
I love a wink.
I can't wink.
I always wink.
I'm not going to try and wink.
I always love a wink.
No, because I want to try it and I'm not going to do it.
No, try it.
No, I'm not going to do
Just
it.
try it.
Really? That was actually a good one.
It was halfway to a seizure, but it was alright.
Yeah, that fills me with ick.
Really, a wink.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so Anubis was like the weird... it wasn't a bad first impression. It was just like, I was like really confused. And then when she kept messaging me when I got back and I thought she fancied me. And I was like, I literally said to one of you, like, I think I said to you.
Because
and I was like, I think this queen from my cast like really fancies me. But she's just really lovely. And at that time, really I was just confused because I was like, we've actually been in there for 2 weeks. And we've just been pumped out.
I also think, like, obviously she's in a relationship now, but I think outside a relationship, I feel like Anubis must be a bit of a flirt. I get that, but I haven't seen it, but like I kind of get the vibe that she would be a little bit of a flirt.
Do you think? I don't see a flirt. I think she's just overly nice. She's just a really nice person. I think because she exudes so much energy.
Yeah.
You can't, like, some people just like maybe don't understand it first of all.
Yeah.
But she's like literally the most loveliest person that you actually can't say a bad word about her.
Oh, she's an absolute.
And she always keeps a peace. She always keeps a cool with everything. She always keeps like her poise, and I'm like,
the amount of inside jokes we have gotten out of Anubis.
Oh my god, me and her we have a fucking good time.
Like,
shout out to Anubis, we love Anubis.
We love you so much. Someone's asked, how do you feel about the UK versus the World 2 winner getting a cash prize as a winner yourself? I don't really give a shit. Because
I mean, why? It's on the BBC, right? I don't get that.
Yes,
where's the cash prize coming from?
Because there was nothing for season 5.
Is Rue coughing up a Bitcoin for the girls? I don't know.
I think it might be BBC because the traitors have a cash prize, and
I mean,
I don't know if that's related.
I mean, good for them.
It does. A bit of money kind of makes it seem a bit more, grand, because it's been 5 seasons now, probably 6. I don't know the tea on that, but.
Yeah, I mean, Fierce. I haven't really heard much about it. I don't really know.
Well, you don't really hear much about Drag Race anymore.
Yeah.
Like, my rumours were very minimal.
How much is it? 100 grand?
Yeah, like...
No.
Do you care at all?
I don't care. No?
I don't really care
either.
Well,
I just don't care. I actually don't care.
No. A couple people asked this. What's the weirdest interaction you've had with a fan?
The weirdest... I don't know.
I feel like you've very much you see someone approaching, start hissing, and then they get the
but that's most people, and they're usually normal. Yeah. I'm the one that's not normal. I don't know. Weird interaction. I mean, you get the standard like grabbing, like. I remember like someone like really hugged me once, like really intensely.
When did you?
Yeah. Like we went down the line. Lawrence still says about it to this day because we were on tour in Australia, and she's like, it still kills me that time where that person hugged you and just seeing your face, because my like earth cracked, like my world shattered, because I was like, how dare you squeeze the life out of me in drag? I was literally fuming.
No, that's
because not only did the wig come back, but like everything else was like. And yeah, this woman like went down the row and it was like a horror, and a horror's going, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, and then I see,
she's like slowly shuffling
and
away.
then Tay starts and she's like, oh baby, and then she gives her a kiss. I'm like, right, this woman's like, they're getting more extreme.
Oh yeah, they're like revving her up.
Yeah, like she's getting more excited because she's meeting more of them. And then it's Lawrence, and Lawrence like looks at me and it goes. And gives her more of a hug, and this woman's like shaking.
Oh my god!
And getting really excited, and then it comes to me, and she goes, ah! And literally goes in and I just go like this to protect myself. And she literally squeezed me. And I think like my face went pale. Like it was. It was horrible.
Did you do a good yell? Like a good.
Oh yeah, I went. Yeah, I'm not a hugger, but like it did kill me because it was just like they all just found it so funny because I'm not a hugger. People know that I'm not a hugger. Like I don't enjoy it. It's always like a weird like thing to me, especially when I don't mind. I wear long hair as well, and people like just hug, and I go back.
In drag, don't hug me.
And also like she went against my face, and that is like whoa. I was like fucking ready to throw hands.
This whole area is off limits. If I'm wearing an updo, so for example DragCon was wearing an updo, so I didn't mind hugging people because you can't hug my hair off.
That works a bit more, but I'm always in long hair.
If you're in long hair, don't do it. I'm so sorry. I know you're trying to show your love and affection, but kindly.
Well, I now when they go to hug me, I literally Katy Perry and I go
the Katy Perry.
I do. I grab their arms so before they go in, like because they'll go to hug me, or like you like stop them and go mwah, mwah. But it's like a nice stop. I'm not going like that.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm like doing
Don't be doing it with drag queens. Like, a lot of it's not for the touch; it's for the look.
It's not. Yeah, you can't just treat them like your nan.
Yeah. No.
But she was a lovely woman. She was a sweet lady, and she didn't understand. Bless her.
Bless her. I'm trying to think. The only awkward one I can think of out of the 4 fan interactions I've had in the world. I was on the tube. I sat down, and I was just like sitting, whatever. And then you know when you know someone's staring at you, you just feel it. You feel that.
Oh yeah.
Like that's in my mind. It's like like the rage is going. I look in front of me. The person sitting opposite me is like smiling at me, just like smiling, no, not even blinking, smiling, and I'm like, but we're on we're on like a really busy tube, so I'm like, and also you know when your voice ain't warmed up, like you haven't really spoken the day, so he like, I like smiled and waved, and he like waved, he's like hi,
really,
and all that, and I just smiled and kept sitting, and he was still looking at me. I was like, oh bless him, but like I'm not going to engage in conversation. There are so many people around us.
A tube interaction is always weird.
It's a tube.
I used to get them a lot when I was like
silent.
Yeah, when I won, I used to get loads of them, and I was like,
not on the tube. When I got up to, I was like the next stop. Oh my god, not luckily. I was the next stop.
Luckily, I got away.
Story time. A fan tried to murder me on the tube. He smiled at me, menacingly. When I got up, I kind of turned and went, let me just like make it not awkward. So I just thought, I'll just go see her and then walk off. What came out my mouth? I didn't do it. I needed to do a good before I did that. And it came out as, and I had to live with that interaction the whole day. I had to walk and then...
and you're not good with stuff like that. You'll think about it for the next week. Like,
no, I thought, and I was on my way to rehearsals at Heaven, and the whole time we were rehearsing, I'm not getting the moves because I'm thinking of, see ya!
You are so quite awkward sometimes for like a quite...
A quick interaction.
You're not good at quick interactions.
I'm good at long interactions.
Yeah, see, I'm good at quick interactions.
Yeah, I'm not good at
oh my god, I didn't really realise that.
Yeah, no, that's
kind of tea. You're really good with like getting deep with people.
So basically, one time I went to a sauna. Sorry, parents, whatever.
Do you want to steam the dump on a hose?
The thing is, and you know, in that situation, you're meant to just get to it and leave. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I was sat down with this man in the steam room, sweating my eyebrows off, and I was talking to him for 10 minutes, getting to know him, his family, where he lives, what his hobbies are. I have a questionnaire to fill out before you fuck me.
What conspiracy theory do we believe? Like, what one do we believe in? I kind of find it interesting about the pyramids and like how they were created. Because I saw something. There was a conspiracy documentary that I watched, and it was like about the pyramids aligning with the stars, and there was something really like coincidental about it. And I was like, that is weird that like people back then would understand like where the stars are. The pyramids set out, and it was like the design of a motherboard, like that we use in phones or something.
Yeah.
It was like weird. It was a weird documentary, and it was basically about the creation of pyramids. How the fuck were they built? Like, how the fuck did people get up there?
it's bricks laid out.
They're huge. I've seen things about like tombs being opened and then bad stuff happens to all those people in that room. Weird things happen. But and people die pretty quickly after.
What, like after going into a tomb?
I saw something and it was like a tomb being opened and the people that were investigating the tomb, all those people, like within a year later either died or something really, really bad happened to them. I think they all died. I think they all died eventually, yeah.
Of like illness?
Yeah. And some of them were just illnesses that came out of nowhere. Some of them just like got cancer all of a sudden. Like it was weird. But I just find it really interesting because it is like, you don't realize how big a pyramid is, and it's not just the inside, it's down, and it's like the fact that was created by humans is baffling to me.
I mean,
and the fact they all line up. There's also one in China, I believe. I think it's China, and it's under a hill, and it's basically like, oh yeah, that was it. The Chinese, I think it was China. I don't know, state me wrong, but it was an Asian country, and they think that the government covered up this pyramid because it looks like a hill now, but it is a pyramid. People have confirmed it's a pyramid. Why would they cover it up? Why would they not want people to find out what's in the pyramid? Or like, it was just like, it was obviously put grass over the top, and it's just like weird.
I don't know.
And they were trying to hide something.
Because pyramids are just like very.
Have a look at pyramid conspiracies, but they're really interesting, and I do think like something created them, or like they like unveil some secrets.
We have no track record of our planet, let's be honest. We're looking at, ruins of everything when we're trying to look at the past.
Yeah, and also who the fuck knows what's under the ice?
Yeah. Oh my god, there are some frozen girls in there.
Girl, I think
they're defrosted.
If we get fucked up one day or something, it's because there's something down there that melts.
There's a girl.
Because some girl's waiting there defrosting in the microwave and she's ready to go off.
She's really ready.
She is.
But
that's my conspiracy. I like pyramid ones, stuff like that. I don't believe the Earth is flat. I've still not got anyone prove that to me.
Mine's really stupid.
What's your one?
You made mine look like a little.
What's your conspiracy?
Stupid story. That Vaseline has little glass fibers in it, so when you rub it on your lips, it actually kind of like not cuts into your lip because it's tiny fibers, but jacks them up a bit so that they dry out even more. So you need more Vaseline. So you buy more Vaseline.
I don't believe that
at all.
No, I don't think it would have glass in it.
No, but not like fibers.
Right, that's interesting.
Like you would have in like insulation.
I also think a really good one is that we're in a simulation.
No.
I think a lot of those, that there's a lot of things that make me go, okay, that could be true.
Even if we are, I don't need to know. I'm fine. I'm living life like.
I don't care if we're in a simulation. If we are, someone tell me. I'm like, nothing's gonna change. We're still gonna do this.
But if we're in a simulation, I need to be modified immediately.
Yeah,
so whoever's up there managing.
Is there an extension pack? Because
I need an expansion pack. I need more to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Have you seen the fucking things on the pyramid walls? They're fucking sketching UFOs in the walls. You know when they're like, what's it called? In the walls when it's like carved out in pyramids.
It's not cave paintings, but
it's you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That. And it's like all hieroglyphics.
That.
Yeah, there's stuff that, and there's people like looking at like a saucer. And there's stuff like that where it's like, and there's giants and stuff.
To be fair, where did we get that from? Where do we get flying UFO?
I know.
Like where did?
I think aliens exist.
Right,
we'll save all this.
We'll do a whole other episode on conspiracy theory.
Yeah, we'll watch some conspiracy videos.
Conspiracy. Get here now.
We'll watch some conspiracy videos and we'll do an episode on it because I find it interesting and I'm sure you guys want to sit there. I love that. Everyone loves a conspiracy. Someone said talk about the previous picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Let's address that picture. Because I got a lot of views on your story.
Yeah, so basically I put, someone tagged me in a post of us when we started drag and it was like our first gig. And it's me and DeDe and we look like little shrewd up women.
Oh, you look like a shrew.
Yeah.
I look like a bulldog.
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou.
And I put it on my story and I'm looking at my story views like went crazy. So obviously pictures people are sending into group chats, which is fierce.
Love.
Because I'll do the same. This is our first ever gig.
There's so many but the thing is, It's not great. It's not great at all. Those are not well put together women.
Eyebrows. The fact that I generally had no lip.
But to us, that's atrocious. But if we're going to go by everyone's first time...
Oh, baby, I look better than some of these girls that are just going on TV now.
Yeah. First of all...
Oh, it's rotten.
Because that was the days of that early drag where we thought we could... Well, you initially
Cindy Lou.
You could wear a long synthetic...
Yeah, I used to whip around.
Stop wearing long synthetic.
Go, I still had body. We still both had body.
Yeah, you had body.
You made that
You're not wearing tits.
No, I didn't wear tits, either, which was horrible.
Oh, because that was a trend back then, because like...
I was just such a child.
Aquaria, Miss Cracker and that were wearing no tits.
People didn't really wear boobs.
And I'm so glad boobs are back in.
Crazy.
Because boobs are necessary.
That picture it is what it is.
We need to recreate that.
We should recreate that.
That exact.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
And do it for the next episode.
We'll do it obviously with the stuff we have now, because if you think
because we want to recreate our old mugs and like sit down and react to each other, like turn around and see each other.
Yeah. But are you going to try and make yours like fierce or busted?
I think I'm just going to pretty much do that, but like obviously my techniques are going to be way better.
The lace front eyebrows.
Oh my god, I used to wear lace front eyebrows, but they were like a plastic front.
Well, that's because it's like plastic, and then Brooklyn started doing it. Yeah.
Oh god. Let's carry on your burning questions, y'all.
Worst argument we've ever had with each other? We had a pretty big, not argument, but we had a very big like...
We've had some stir-ups.
Our fights in secondary school were like the gossip.
Yeah, we did have one when...
Because we're gays, we make it...
We had one, I remember, in Ellis's old house. And we were in the kitchen and we, like, nearly fought each other.
Yeah, I love that one. So we were like... You were just winding me up. You were poking fun at me. She was winding me up, like, jokes and stuff. And you kept saying stuff like, fuck off. Like, you were just...
Yeah, there was something going on.
You could tell, like, I was getting annoyed. And then I stood up and I was like... I don't remember. I was just like, no, I'm not having this. I'm not doing this, blah, blah, blah. Like, very typical. Then we continued to the kitchen. And then we were just going back and forth. And it was so gay. It was so gay. It was like, well, I didn't, like... I was using words like honey and darling, sweetie.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on.
A lot of pointing.
And I was like, get your fat finger at my face.
And I went, I'm gonna put my fat finger wherever I like. And then you, what completely like snapped the wire. You went shh.
Oh yeah, I went shh in your face.
Because friend Ellis, was trying to like break it down, like be like, okay, right, everyone, like calm down, because it was getting.
And then you saw red at that point, and that was like one of the only times you've ever seen red.
I think that's the last time I saw red. It's a rare occurrence for me to start.
Yeah, when you shout at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, it's usually a struggle. It's usually like.
Yeah.
Anyway, so. You did that, and then I literally stopped. Ellis stopped talking immediately because the power of which the shush held.
Oh, it was crazy. I was actually gagged.
It blasted me into infinity. You did it. Well done, girl. You did it.
Round of applause, everybody.
You did it. You done fucked me all the way up.
That was quite fierce.
And then I just volcano exploded. I was like, yeah. And then I said this.
It like went off.
And then I slammed the door. But like in that moment, I think that's the closest I could ever be to smacking you in the face.
Yeah, true.
Oh, the worst gig you have ever done in your life. And I'm going to go ahead with mine. So,
right.
Bless the promoter, because I've done a lot of work with him and it's usually been amazing. It was at Soho Farmhouse. And I basically was told to go. It was a massive meeting of like all these huge, like Huda Beauty. They were there, and like just all these companies, like people who were involved in Google or partly own Google. A big networking event, and basically there was a roster of drag queens there, and I was one of them. And Tamara was one of them too. Basically, I was told to go and perform in front of like a massive marquee of them, but the sound system wasn't working and only one speaker was on. And I was doing that mix, that mix. And I was doing it, but I could, like, no one could hear me. No one could hear the mix. So from their point of view, they're all talking, and then they look over and they just see me go, like, I'm just nothing.
Looks like you're going, oh fuck,
and I can hear myself, like, I can hear all the mouth noises. And my earrings dropped off. And there was one point I turned around to Eris, our friend Eris, who was hosting. I just started laughing. And I was like, but it was in that moment I was like, this is hilarious. Like, I love these moments in drag. When it's just so... I don't think you've ever had to go through that. When it's just so gutter.
Oh, yeah, well, I've done some horrible
not good
gigs.
The rest of the event was fab, but like that one moment where I could hear a pin drop and no one wanted to like watch me perform.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what really bad one I've done. I never did any like private ones. I did a really bad gig once, and it was for a company. It was like for a designer company, someone who makes drag costumes.
Oh my god! Wait, no, actually, because I had a bad experience with that. I had a really bad experience with that.
And it was a basically they were launching their new collection, and they had like loads of queens perform with all their outfits on, these drag costumes. And it was just the worst gig of my life. It was they kept blowing bubbles everywhere before we go on, and they were like people going around blowing bubble machines. Didn't realize queens are about to perform on this laminated floor. And it was horrendous. I was trying to dance and everyone's like surrounding you. There was no stage. They just like parted a little way in the crowd and it was just slip and slide, and I was fuming about it. And the music was awful and kept going up and down and stopping, and I was like, you're gonna make outfits for drag queens but you can't fucking supply the gig. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I remember being fuming after that because they also hyped me up because I was just off Drag Race, and there was that, and I was really excited. I think I was.
I think you were still rumoured. It was just before.
Really?
Before, yeah. I think I remember.
Maybe then. But it was around that time, and I remember them hyping me up, like, to be the last one. And I was like, and I kept slipping, and I was fuming about it.
No.
That was horrible. Don't fucking use bubble machines.
I came on at the worst time because I think I was near the end, and there was bubble liquid all over the floor.
Yeah, disgusting.
And I was wearing platforms, and I kept slipping.
Yeah.
And I tried to do the fiercest walk down the little aisle to the stage.
When you try to grip the floor.
Deer on ice. Deer on ice. And then you have to do one of them awkward drag comedy things where you turn, look at the ground and go like... yeah, like you do like a... Ooh.
Yeah. That's tea.
Yeah. Do we acknowledge our privilege to be doing drag so early, so freely?
I think we said it the other day, and I was like, it's great that we get to like we are in our 20s, early 20s. The fact that we've chose our job off of like something that we loved and were so passionate about, and we're doing that and making money and supplying a gorgeous lifestyle in one of the biggest cities in the world is like, you don't realize how lucky that is. The fact that this is what we do and we get to also like pick and choose when we work. We're self-employed as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like...
And it's hard sometimes. It's so
hard. Oh my God,
there's
fucking difficulties that come with that.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, I do think about it and I go, look, I have freedom. I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
I can choose when I want to work. I'm the boss. You know what I mean?
That is so true.
And that's a lucky thing.
Yeah, I'd be mentally fucked if I ever had to go back to a situation where someone else was over me in some sort of way. Yeah, and promoters and stuff, but like they're not your boss.
And that's not we're not looking down on that like at all. We've been there. We've done that.
It's simply what I'm saying is what we've adjusted to.
Yeah, and what we want. We both want the same thing
also,
in life.
Is it luck or is talent? I'm sorry.
It's not luck.
It's not luck.
No.
There are advantages. Let's be real. We've had a very good upbringing.
Oh, of course.
And that helps.
But everything's put in stone, ready to play out.
Yeah.
I believe everything happens for a reason, and I feel like at this moment I've got to this point for a reason. So I always believe that even when good things happen, even when bad things happen, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
I was gonna end up here no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I know that. Yeah. And I'm gonna shoot off somewhere else for a reason.
That's fierce. I agree too. Sometimes my imposter syndrome doesn't let me.
But you got to remember that. That's what.
To be fair, I've been doing that more. Just sitting there and being like, no.
Yeah.
Everything you've done is great.
Yeah.
And you've always got to acknowledge how far you've come as a person.
Yeah.
No matter how big or small that is, progress is progress.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's close it off with this question. The number one question every drag queen gets asked at least twice in their daily life. Tips on starting drag.
Tips on starting drag.
Or how do I start drag?
I'll give one tip. Create a sisterhood.
Yes.
And be loyal and just be yourself around people. Because I've realised, like, being the sisterhood now which we once had to fit into.
Yeah.
Seeing other queens, the ones that come out and the ones that I like are the ones that are themselves and just like kind of a chill and just like are themselves, and also just respect, you know, the sisterhood and aren't snaky. You know, you just tell someone's intentions are good and you like them, you know, and that's like important because that's how you do well in drag, is how you network and how you know, this person that's recommends you this gig, and then you do that gig, and then people start sitting, it all trickles down, and people don't realize that. So if you've got bad intentions, or you're just like,
or you're doing it for the wrong reasons,
yeah, and also if you're too shy, you're not meant to be for this, because you have to be expressive and you have to be there, and people have to see you.
You have to do something you enjoy. You can't start a drag because you want to get on Drag Race.
Yeah,
you will fail.
Yeah. Oh no, that's
100%
another tip. But I'd say networking, but just like find your little house, find your little sisterhood, find the girls that you like.
Agree.
Go out, hang out with them, and people will start to like you and recommend you.
I also feel like a lot of people ask that in terms of like the aesthetics, so like the makeup and the hair and the body. That comes.
Well, that's how people get booked in London now.
You find that on your journey.
Yeah, it's the new people that come in and show how good they are by like being good, being nice, being funny. It's how you get booked. And people get to see you.
If you put on this, big drag, no. If you're early on,
people
in drag,
can see right through it.
If you're early on in drag, if you don't work in the same, or you just don't really do gigs as much as other queens do, you can't act smug. You can't act like you're someone.
No.
You can't be like, I'm the hidden superstar. No, baby, no.
No.
People will instantly not like you.
Yeah, you can't be like that.
That's it. You're a dead name. That's it.
You can't be like, and we never were like that.
No. So don't act entitled. It's not cute.
Yeah, entitlement is not cute.
I know some people's social energy is different. I love a nice, warm, welcoming energy. Someone who's down for a laugh, because you know everyone loves that.
Just be authentic.
But if you walk in a dressing room and you're like, yeah,
don't try and act the big balls, because honey, there are bigger balls out there.
Yeah. Right, let's do Girl of the Week. I was going to say controversial. It was not really that controversial.
Go on.
I was going to say Plain Jane.
Oh, yeah.
Would you feel?
I like Plain Jane. Yeah, okay. Sure.
And I think, obviously, she's getting, it seems to be some hate online. I mean, every queen gets hate, but
yeah,
she seems to be getting the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Because of just how she handled on.
I think she's being great. I think she's being entertainment. She's being entertaining. She's what everyone wants to see on Drag Race. She's what everyone used to be like on Drag Race before it became a massive thing.
Oh my God, I miss it.
You know, and it's like now apparently drag queens are meant to be protected and, you know, kiss better. And it's like, honey, we're all warriors. Let the fucking girls eat.
We're a drag queen. Do not watch a drag show if you are sensitive. We are drag queens.
And that's what I hate. Like people like saying stuff. I'm like, girl, she went in there and she went, I know exactly what I'm doing. And that's this.
And it's going to work.
Good fucking TV.
Everyone shut your mouths, because continue watching the show and then watch how many of these fools who are saying how evil she is start to love her.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. I love when people get hate, because you know they're doing well.
The only thing I will quickly say about the situation is I do love Amanda Story meeting. She's got a very lovely energy. If they personally don't get along, then that's fair.
Another word of saying she's busted. She's got lovely energy.
I didn't say that. I guess.
Like, the tea is the tea.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
That's
the problem.
I'm watching my mouth now because I'm scared of like...
I know, but that's the problem I have with it. Is like, that's why I like her, because she went, it's filth, let me tell you that. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're the one who created it. You're the one who done the bad makeup. The problem I have with it is like, that's why I like her, because she went, it's filth, let me tell you that. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're the one who created it. You're the one who done the bad makeup. You can't expect everyone to go, it's pretty, and lie to you. If it's bad, it's bad. You weren't born like it. Yeah. That's why I don't think it's personal.
I think maybe it was
love it.
I think maybe it was because people thought it was a bit relentless. But then I'm also like, I don't care. It was entertaining. I love them both, and they're both great energies, and I'm really enjoying the season
and
so
to
far.
Be fair, to back her up, what's her name? Mandatory meeting. She's hilarious. We watched her.
Rita!
Like, she's really funny. And if you are watching, you are cracked, but you're funny. Like, you know.
Yeah, you're great. We had that little reel.
Yeah, but that's what Drag Race and Untucked and sitting there, and that's what the producers want, and it's entertaining because everyone's talking about it. Yeah. This ain't RuPaul's best friend race.
She's drunk.
No, but it is not RuPaul's best friend race, and everyone think it is, and everyone's scared about how they come across, and like, you know, if someone's getting cancelled, and it's like, well, if you fucking say a controversial, like, illegal thing, then sure.
She didn't say anything like
discriminatory.
No,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, honey, it's drag queens coming after each other. Everyone shut up. Let them fight.
Watch the show. Stop doing your little silly TikToks going...
Yeah. It's so dumb. Plain Jane, keep coming for the girls.
Yeah. A mandatory meeting. Keep serving those looks.
Yeah, girl. Keep serving the looks, that honey.
Yeah. I think they're my two favourites.
Right. Well, we can't wait. They're going to come to the UK soon, so we'll have to go and see them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're my two faves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That closes off the episode.
Yeah. I've been Crystal Versace.
And I've been DeDe Licious.
And honey, we have been this week's episode of
The
Girls. See you next week.
See ya.